some of these EG players, and he's 9-2 right now. Again, the impact player for that round.
Yeah, and I think another guy to be keeping an eye on is Nitro, delivering a good performance right now, right? He finds himself third on the in the server, rather. And I don't know, I always feel like whenever he's feeling it in the server, you even tell that in the decisions the team is making as a whole, right? Like, and that's not too uncommon for IGLs. As their performance is better, it feels like there's kind of less stress on them to be focusing on all the moving parts. You know, if they have full faith in everyone on their team hitting their shots and holding their positions, you have a much easier time as the IGL. And that's only going to be now reinforced with him looking good over here on the CT side.
And in the moment we look at this US Air Force tactical timeout, and it's going to be taken by EG. It's not going to do a close, but you can imagine that they've looked to get things back on the road here after being down currently 6-3. Now there's a lot of questions, I imagine, or at least questions that I've received about why Liquid has one tick under their name for a map. Does anybody want to take that one?
Yeah, best of 5 final here, Trace, in the ESL Pro League. And of course, the team that came from the upper bracket was Liquid. They won that match by beating EG earlier in the tournament. And that has therefore given them a map advantage for this best of 5. They only need to go 2-0, and they can win this one nice and quickly. They can make it almost like a best of 3. But EG don't want it to be for free, and they've only got 3 to their name right now. But a man advantage and good damage off of the grenade to Elige has set EG up well in this round.
Oh, especially with Team Liquid pulling an extra rotation over here towards the A site on the back of Stewie getting dealt with, and this has left a real gap that EG can now look to exploit. Naf is all alone here at the back of B. He's got to try and stand the test of time with this AWP. Molotov goes in, but it's not for the back site. Naf gets one, but immediately shut down. Breezy deals with him on the Krieg. And for the rest of Liquid, they're already locked out of this round. There's no chance they can go for it. If Naf gets 2, maybe you're tempted, but it feels like one of these rounds where, you know, if Naf doesn't pop off, hold this site down single-handedly, it was always going to be a save. Team Liquid hold on to the AK, the Krieg, the M4, and EG put their 4th on the board.
We're seeing the typical T side of Dust 2 where you just abuse B round after round, and what that's going to do long term is it's going to make Liquid adjust their setups. They're going to have to start running, even double B solo mid holds. We see Elige a lot of the time in the CT spawn. This map, he's been catering to the A site with these heavy long setups and even supporting Stewie towards Cat. So Elige, being that float player, needs to maybe consider rotating, but that's exactly what EG want, and that's the problem here for Liquid. They don't want to play into the hands of EG and then get long rushed and not have the players on that side of the map. So yeah, right now, Breezy, you may be having fun, but it's early days. Liquid still have money to put into this round, but EG are at least building. 4 on this T side, it's a nice start. How much more is the question?
It's not quite time to stop just yet. Not for Liquid. As many rounds as they could possibly put up on the board would certainly help their case. Let's go for a 2-1-2 setup here with the Elige finding himself in middle. Search still hanging around for the pick, but doesn't find any success.
Yeah, and there is a setup change. There's Liquid leaning right towards B coming into this round. They know that EG keep going for these mid to B plays, so will that continue to be a factor? If it is, Liquid should have the recipe to shut this one down. Elige is so good with this pre-nerf Krieg, and he's going to be ready for them to walk right out middle. A awful off angle to deal with if you're Evil Geniuses. By the time you get this far up the ramp, you're focused on the door, you're carrying a window peek, and Elige, he sits close on the scaffolding. Right now, though, it's not looking like B. EG are taking that cat control. They're going about their business, trying to feign a bit of an A play, but I have a feeling this one will end back in lower. Although, as I say that, Ethan decides to leave the tunnels and go back towards T-spawn, so EG are grouping up for this A play once again. They've got Liquid right where they want them. Double setup on the A side. The conditioning is already taking its effect, and EG are looking to win a round over on this A site.
Stewie's going to drop this Molotov onto bricks. It's going to put a little bit of a thorn in the side of Evil Geniuses. For the meantime, it's the contact here from Twist towards Long.
Nice.
Gets one, looks for the second. Stewie's going to be there to help him out, and that's going to push EG off a Long for sure.
Yeah, now you're relying on these catwalk players, and Stanislaw will provide at the very, very least. He's carved a path into the A bomb site, but Cirque with the bomb, who is rotating in late from Long, gets dropped by Elige. And now Tarek on the chopping block, trying to get control of the bomb. And he has got his hands back on it with this double kill. Now running into the bomb site. 7 seconds. I don't think he can get there in time, so they're hunting for the kills. And Liquid are just hiding away. It's all gone wrong for EG in spite of Tarek's best efforts over in mid. A 7th round on the board for Liquid, and that is where, you know, you got to look at these players at long. A stellar job to force this rotation, send the bomb back through mid, and everything falls apart.
That's the crucial detail, right? It's Stewie coming into support while he leans away from the catwalk, which is such a risk considering he is the only player that can watch that position. Not only does he save Twist's life by getting that kill, but that makes Cert go, well, I don't want to walk into this double setup. I've got to go rejoin my team on catwalk. And as that happens, Liquid, they know it's an A-take. They've aggressed in through middle. Tarek, he gets his first 2 kills of the entire map right there. Great kills, but unfortunately not enough. He hunts, he chases, but Liquid hide, and they get 7 on the CT side. Fast play for Stan. He knows they're in the pit. Twist has been at every single round, and they'll deal with him. Those are those long smokes that we saw from Rush before the game. The future pros, well, the current pros are using them as well. Stan's going to get a kill through them, and somehow, some way, EG have turned this around miraculously into a 5-on-3. Liquid, you know, right now, it wouldn't even be a bad idea to just gamble, pick a site, and, you know, lock it down. And if you have the wrong site, then you just save. But unfortunately, they're kind of stuck in their position. They've not got a lot of money. Cirque definitely saw the barrel of the gun of the player on the site. And so EG have the info that Liege is here.
But they don't molly him out, so to say, but he is holding for him. Ooh. Now for sure the cover's gone. Cirque takes the shot, Liege stays alive, but good for 1. Trades are going to go in the way of EG. You're right, Liquid way out of position there. Really, for any sort of an idea of a retake was not in the plans.
And that's why the save would have been great, because now, of course, I think Liquid are going to buy anyway. They got 3 players with like 5 or 6K each, but you got 2 players on 2,400. Like, that's not a good situation. That's going to leave you with one of the forces where you have pistols, you've got CZs or Deagles in play, and that's not pretty for Liquid. So certainly worth buying here, but look at the result. An AWP, 2 M4s, and 2 pistols. You know, you've got to hope that EG don't find these early pistol players and take them down. That 5-on-3 is so hard to convert as a CT, because you know EG are just going to trade their way into the site as they did. That's a great start though. Nitro dropping Tarek in no man's land, and that gun might be retrievable later on in the round.
Oh, Ethan in the meantime trying to make a bit of a ruckus over here at B, but he has given himself away there. Now the smoke falling, that sends him away. Still 3 players for Liquid over at this B side of the map, and Stewie being one of them with this AWP. You'll note now that numbers 3 and 1, that's Nitro and Naf, looking like they want to try and push their way into these tunnels, and this is a huge bit of information for Liquid to grab. Now they know that the tunnels are clear, and EG, usually, if you want to try and go back to B at all, you keep a man in those tunnels. So this is just a mid to B fake with the A execute. Liquid, they have the information. Naf has flanked the lower tunnels, and now EG, they know. They're like, oh damn, they're behind us. They know we're going A, so we've got to pick up the pace. We've got to get a move on. And they try and hold for these rotations. Nitro's got his hands on an AWP, but it's Naf still putting up numbers. Breezy does what he can, but you can't get past Naf, who shuts down 4 to put an 8th round on the board for Team Liquid. 8-5 in a round where they only had those saved weapons and a couple of pistols around it. Liquid are going to be very happy with the results of that one.
It's so great to see this information gathering that Liquid are going for, right? They ascertain the fact that Ethan is a lurk there in that round. They see him in the tunnels. He backs out as they smoke it off, and Liquid go, well, there's no way they're hitting B if Ethan just bailed after spotting a player in B. So they push into that position. They get the flank, and once again, Liquid have all the information. EG know it as Naf gets a kill, like you said, from lower. And, well, what can you even do there? You're trapped inside. You know you've got a flank behind you. You know Liquid are coming in on rotate. You want to try and force a plant, but Liquid won't allow it. 8-5. The CT side is really coming together, and EG with a bit of a force. They're saving some money for the last round of the half, but they're still looking to find damage in this one. It goes both ways. Twist flashed out. The spray is good as a second flash comes in from Stewie. It's not just the flashes from Stewie, it's the utility as well. The Molotov burns out a 3rd man and puts Liquid in an unlosable round, you would think.
You would think that. But if there's anything we know about Liquid, well, perhaps it just goes without saying. Breeze going to be the last one to fall. 5 alive for Liquid. They're going to walk away with all of their weapons and some Kriegs, 2 to be exact. Again, this is the pre-patch to what the current version is. So this is what we've been playing on this entire season. was ruled by the CSPPA and ESL that we will play on this patch. You do love that.
It makes sense, right? At the time the update came out, there were only, you know, one BO3 and one BO5 left in each region. Those are 2 matches. There's no reason completely flipping things up, you know, halfway, or not even halfway, 95% of the way through the season. We're a month in now, Trace. You may as well finish it on what these players know.
If Liquid managed to 10-5 this half, this will be the best CT scoreline they've ever put up against EG in Dust 2 in the Pro League. So, you know, you might not think they've played each other many times, but this is the 3rd time they've matched up. And thus far, the record was set at 9 rounds for Team Liquid on the back of this first half. So is history going to repeat itself? Is it going to be another 9-6? Or are Team Liquid here to take a trophy? They do deal with Cirque over in the tunnels, and Naf tries to readjust there to deal with the second man on the cross. He's just firing in, just keeping the pressure on to these B-site players. In the meantime, they try and get out through middle, and oh no! Nitro has dealt with both players there. Breezy and Ethan suddenly throwing in to a 2-on-5, and even at the realm of the B-site, it's a 2-on-3. It's overwhelming odds stacked against them, and it's too much for them to get past. Team Liquid 10-5 this first half. Storming start, moving now into their T side of play on their map pick. Can EG haul it back and split this 1-1 to kickstart the grand final, or is it going to be Liquid moving 2-0 up? Join us after a quick break to find out.
Stay in line, be alright, better play it safe. I walk a different path, nothing can hold me back. I've passed the point of no return, something is calling me. It's in the air that I breathe. Bring me back to life again. Dancing with my fear, burning with desire. We gon' take it to the edge and come alive. Just to feel the fire. We gon' turn up in this place and come alive. Come alive. We come alive in the nighttime. Fly so high they can't touch us. So top notch, none above us. We done came so far, now we up now. Had a vision, stuck to it, never back down. Never had much, now we own the whole thing. Spread it all around the world, watch it all change. Came alive, now they all see the greatness. Light shine so hard they can't take it. Dancing with my fear, burning with desire. We gon' take it to the edge and come alive. Go to hell and back, just to feel the fire. We gon' turn up in this place and come alive. Come alive. I walk a different path, nothing can hold me back. I passed the point of no return, something is calling me. It's in the air that I breathe. Bring me back to life again. Dancing with my fear, burning with desire. We gon' take it to the edge and come alive. Go to hell and back, just to feel the fire. We gon' turn up in this place and come alive.
And so far, a stifling first half performance here from Liquid. 10-5 is the scoreline. We look at Liquid trying to switch it over to the T side. But for the time being, it's the Evil Geniuses on the back foot. Down by 5 rounds. They're going to look to pick up this pistol if they want a fighting chance at this first map of this best of 5. Again, Liquid already have a 1-map advantage. The next map being Vertigo, and then Nuke after that. And we have to go all the way. It's going to be Inferno. So welcome back to the grand finals for the North American region of the ESL Pro League Season 11. We love to have you. Take it away, Harry, and you go.
Yeah, after Liquid bottled a 14-8 lead back in the group stage against EG on this map, I don't think they want to fall apart here. They're holding a 10-5 in a pistol round should and would push them over the edge, you'd like to think. Solo B set up here for EG with Tarek at the back of the site, or sorry, Stan rather with the USP. He's going to have support from Circle on that rotate, but right now Liquid are looking to go hot into the site.
Yeah, bear in mind Breezy and Ethan's position over here on the catwalk. Tarek is even holding long from Cat, so these are very, very fast rotations that can come through in toward this B bomb site. Is that going to make up for there only being one man here for EG? However, these smokes go in, the Molotovs to follow. Stanislaw trying to get himself out of danger. He's somehow still alive.
Wow.
There we go. The death does come swiftly to Stanislaw. Everything's going in favor of Team Liquid.
Dear.
Ethan's gone, and it's only Tarek left all alone. The rest of his team have fallen, and Elige with a hat trick in the pistol round puts an 11th on the board for Team Liquid.
Yeah, Elige is gunning for that MVP alongside Naf, those two top of the server right now. Even in that last round of the first half, we had Elige playing that balcony position outside of the B site. Nitro came to deal with the mid to B, and he kills both players, stealing them away from Elige. Well, no stealing these kills. Elige will find 3, pushing fast into the B site on the pistol. Liquid, they've just kicked off the second half. Things are going to get very, very difficult for EG now, and they begin things with a force, looking to turn the tide early in this second half. Will be easier said than done. Ethan's going to clear out the tunnels, though. There's 2 players here already. Tarek is coming from upper, and so right now EG know that Liquid are taking A. They're taking long, and that information is very clear. Tarek, 2 and 15. He's on this big flank. There's you know, a world of opportunity for him here, but the CZ certainly not the best at range, and Nitro is holding this right now, so Liquid are aware of the possibility.
When they might make quick work of these pistols. Stan gets boosted up into the site. He's really got to make a difference now, and he might be able to. He definitely had a chance, but somehow, some way, they've dealt with him. And now for Tarek and Breezy, the rest of this round just feels like a formality, and oh, Liquid, they're even considering hunting. They do decide, like, all right, maybe we won't. You know, we've got some bad memories of Dust 2 as well as the good ones, and they will allow these players to hold on to these weapons for the time being. I mean, even that's not really much to go off of for EG at this point in time. It's going to be 12-5 in favor of Team Liquid when this round draws to a close. No money left for EG in the follow-up, so the likelihood is that we see this go 13-5 in favor of the Liquid boys. And at which point, you know, EG, while we've seen them go on comebacks of kind of similar proportions versus Liquid throughout the Pro League thus far, this is going to be one of the most one-sided ones that they will have to attempt.
Yeah, and, you know, looking forward, right, we do obviously have Vertigo, the pick of EG, coming into this series, or the first pick at least, and, you know, that's coming up after this, but I worry for them, right? It's a cool Dark Horse idea. We know that Nuku's been really good to Liquid, despite EG picking it both times in the series when they played in the past. Liquid have won that both times in 29 and 30 rounds respectively, so close games, but still Liquid games. And, you know, with Vertigo, EG are trying to throw a spanner in the works. I wonder if that will work against them, as it could lead Liquid to just 2-0 this series. And that would be such a shame for EG.
It would be if you think about, you know, just the crawl that they had to take to get back here. They had Furia yesterday, and, well, Furia showed a little bit of heart. They showed a little bit of skill in the server, but it was no match to the Evil Geniuses yesterday. Certainly a team we're going to have our eyes on is the best team in Brazil currently. But they are not here. They are not in this grand final. And what is in this grand final is a pause. I'm waiting to get a little bit of an update here as to what in earth is going on. But in the meantime, or the meme time, rather.
If I had to hedge my bets, I feel like Stan is the reason for this pause. I saw him jittering a few rounds ago. Like, yeah, I don't know. I'm just guessing. I'm just throwing my shot into the dark and
pure
hoping
speculation, of course.
Pure speculation.
So everyone, let Stan know that you're really not happy about... No, obviously not.
Yeah.
Well, it's, you know, it's not actually your day, Harry. I wouldn't suggest you going to play the lottery or anything, because it's actually Nitro losing power. Now, let me just check on something here, but I can tell you, as another Southern man, you know, Nitro's a Southern guy. He lives in Louisiana. These things tend to happen where it's weather, thunderstorms in the afternoon that are just ravaging. So maybe we check the weather. Perhaps that's what caused it.
Trace now bringing a whole new meaning to the Weatherman segment in CSGO.
We got our green screen out back. We'll set that up.
How's it looking, Trace? How's the weather in
Meteorologist
Louisiana?
checking in now.
Now, I could have my cities wrong, but perhaps there's a tornado watch. I could be wrong. I could have the absolute wrong city here for Nitro. I'll take a look. You guys just carry on about your lives.
Nitro's certainly not hoping to get swept up in this series. That's safe to say. And Liquid, they're doing the beating right now. They are a whirlwind of death on this T side.
Yeah, you know, we've already got, I'll tell you what, right, we got Naf and Elige as 2 players who are looking to take home an MVP title. Now, there's only room for 1.
Yeah.
And right now, Naf is making a very good case. That's the thing. For those of you watching along at home, this isn't your average grand finals. You need to be watching this not just as spectators, but as judges of character and of performance of these guys in the server. You know, we've got 4 potential MVPs in the form of Elige, Naf, Breezy, and Cirque. You can head on over to the ESLCS Twitter to vote on that, and the winner gets themselves a skin package worth about $10,000.
Yeah. When we say winner, we don't mean the player.
Money.
We don't mean the player, we mean the person who picked.
It's true. A vote is what they call those things usually.
Yeah.
And that's at ESLCS Twitter. We're going to pit those head-to-head, too, against EU and NA. It's going to be pretty sick. Can't wait for that to all go down. But, yeah, so I guess I got the city right. And if I'm reading this right, which, not a meteorologist, but it does look like there is a strong storm. There is a tornado watch, even, in Mr. Nick's backyard. So that is rather unfortunate for him, but these things happen all the time in the South. I'm from Alabama. He's from Louisiana. We're basically cousins.
It's a very close relationship between you two then, I'm sure.
But yeah, I mean, you know, we're cool. We speak to each other in a different language, though. You guys wouldn't understand. Sorry. You wouldn't get it. Let's do this, though. I'm thinking just to kind of keep the momentum at an all-time high, just to kind of keep things where we are, we can go to a little bit of a break. We can come back, and we can probably see Liquid conclude this map. But as it stands, we're waiting on Nitro to get power back to his home. So we're going to go to a quick break, and we're going to come back with the remainder of Dust 2, BRB.
You won't even get I feel on top of the world, I feel on top of the world right now. I feel on top of the world, I feel on top of the world right now. I always wanted the world, I wanna conquer the world right now. I feel on top of the world, I feel on top of the world right now. I call the shots in the man with the plot and we only go bombs away. Ain't no one protecting my mind as a weapon, that's why I'ma dominate. Taking advantage of every second, now I ain't got time to waste. They all tryna sign my name, they want me to sign my name. Counting your blessing while I count that in my winnings. We take 50s and 100s and throw them up to the ceiling. Everything I envision, now everybody gon' witness. Only difference between us is I ain't stopped till I finish. Yeah. I feel on top of the world, I feel on top of the world right now. I feel on top of the world, I feel on top of the world right now. I always wanted the world, I wanna conquer the world right now. I feel on top of the world, I feel on top of the world right now. I'm savage, you've been distracted, your best my average. There's a reason for that's a fact, so they snapping back, mad at the fact that I don't have a backup plan. I ain't need that. Outworking everybody when I relax, so I ain't tripping about none of y'all feedback. Every day I wonder when I'm gonna peak at, and that's why you count your blessing while I count that in my winnings. We take 50s and 100s and throw them up to the ceiling. Everything I envision, now everybody gon' witness. Only difference between us is I ain't stopped till I finish. Yeah. I feel on top of the world, I feel on top of the world right now. I feel on top of the world, I feel on top of the world right now. I always wanted the world, I wanna conquer the world right now. I feel on top of the world, I feel on top of the world right now. I feel on top of the world, I feel on top of the world right now. I feel on top of the world, I feel on top of the world right now. I always wanted the world, I wanna conquer the world right now. I feel on top of the world, I feel on top of the world right now. Shots in the man with the plot and we only go bombs away. Ain't no one protecting my mind as a weapon, that's why I'ma dominate. Taking advantage of every second, now I ain't got time to waste. They all tryna sign my name, they want me to sign my name. Counting your blessing while I count that in my winnings. We take 50s and 100s and throw them up to the ceiling. Everything I envision, now everybody gon' witness. Only difference between us is I ain't stopped till I finish. Yeah. I feel on top of the world, I feel on top of the world right now. I feel on top of the world, I feel on top of the world right now. I always wanted the world, I wanna conquer the world right now. I feel on top of the world, I feel on top of the world right now. Embrace your destiny, slay your enemy, raise a legacy. No more apologies, trust your abilities, gather the energies. Pull yourself back together, been staying off track forever. Child of the nation, go seek redemption, time for salvation. Today is meant to be a day of victory, time for history. Reverse the tendency, fight the entropy, channel your rivalry. You're praying for fortune to come, you're hearing the sound of the drums. It's too late to backtrack, go pack your bag now. Keep your feet on the road and stand up. You've got what it takes to fight back. Don't stop until you black out, out, out. Stand up, up. You've got what it takes to fight back, back. Don't stop until you black out, out. Give all you got, show them how to make a miracle. Stand up, up. You've got what it takes to fight back, back. Don't stop until you black out, out. Give all you got, show them how to make a miracle. Go save your team, be a hero. Take home the cup, be a star. They're waiting for you, take aim, shoot your arrow. It's your time to shine, show them who you are. Stronger, gotta go faster, gotta get better, gotta work harder. It's fight or flight now, get up now. Go with the move, go for the goal, lead up the stadium, you know how it's done. Stand up, up, you've got what it takes to fight back, back. Don't stop until you back out, out. Give all you got, show them how to make a miracle. Stand up, up, you've got what it takes to fight back, back. Don't stop until you back out, out. Give all you got, show them how to make a miracle. what it takes to fight back. Don't stop until you black out, out, out. Stand up, got what it takes to fight back, back. Don't stop until you black out, out. Get what you got, show them how to make a miracle. Stand up, got what it takes to fight back, back. Don't stop until you black out, out. Get what you got, show them how to make a miracle. On this day, I take my place in this legacy of dust. I ricochet all in your face, and it quenches my bloodlust. Nothing you can do can break me. I wanna move, can make me. I let you try to take me on. Nothing you can do can break me. I wanna move, can make me. I let you try to take me I got you in my crosshairs. I hope you like the taste of pain. The only thing between me and you is a bullet with your name. Nothing you can do can break me. I wanna move, can make me. I let you try to take me on. Nothing you can do can break me. I wanna move, can make me. I let you try to take me on. Yeah. Let's talk. Look, ayo, we rose from the dust to the sun. They claiming that we the one, never one-on-one. Teamwork till we done. Sent on a mission, we got ambition. Never scared, we won't run. Never one and done. Some sit back and some like the hunt. I pick my teammates up when they fall. And if I ball, we all ball. Crashing balls, crossovers and all. Just call us the balls. Don't don't fear nothing, call us galore. Serving them all, we outside, we barely indoors because we gave it everything when we had nothing. Gave it everything when we had nothing. Holding on by a thread, couldn't grab nothing. Seems we moved on to a better place. Shine, shine away from the shade. But now that we're here, ain't no going back. This is the moment to go. This is the moment to shine. This is the moment to show. Show me the rocks you can climb. This is the moment to feel the path like you legally blind. I can promise this is ours cause we built for this, kill for this. Pushing buttons always quick, push it off and do assist. Oh, y'all think we new to this? Pound for pound, break it down. Watch what we gon' do with this. Teamwork got us fluid with. Make y'all look like sewages. Gave it everything when we had nothing. Gave it everything when we had nothing. Holding on by a thread, couldn't grab nothing. Seems we moved on to a better place. Shine, shine away from the shade. But now that we're here, ain't no going back.
What you finna do? No defense, I'll buy it if I want it. I'm going supersonic, come on, beg for it. Alright, okay, running out of luck. Too much in my cup, Nishi run it up. Why you always tripping like you top? Cause you not my team pop. Shorty, I know. Why you always tripping like you top? Cause you not my team pop. My team pop. Who really got the block, Sipping to rock in a cop car, They say they wanna party with us 12 X and how much be that boofy, it's a la, My feature price bigger than your bank account. You talk about it but don't show us that about. These boys only flexing with that allowance. We swimming in the down. I'm only f***ing you if your toes cute. Brown skin, goddamn, that's my soul food. I'm winning for the record, check your memo, bro. Generation of destruction, you'll remember us. LSD used to do promethazine. I'm only THC, NSC is lean. We no longer up next on top. Like your girl, when she counting my checks. There's no defense, I'll buy it if I want it. I'm going supersonic, come on, beg for it. Alright, okay, running out of luck. Too much in my cup, Nishi run it up. Why you always tripping like you top? Cause you not my team pop. Shorty, I know. Why you always tripping like you top? Cause you not my team pop. My team pop.
divine. I'll show you how it's done. There's no sights, we go inside. The man, he is the one. You build your walls, faith in God. They never come around. Then wonder why we all defy the burden to be born. We're coming home with a mission to bring an end to a terrible land. We are here to your mission. We are many of one. We're coming home with a mission to tear you down from your undeserved throne. We can take your conviction. We are many of one. You may call it a virus, but we call it the antidote. It's an answer to silence. The future is here to revolt. It's so high from here. You can see the world. Aren't we all insistent to be smooth? Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Woo. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Summer soul, drippin', drippin'. Woo. Got it. Yeah, 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 yeah. Got it. You know, yeah, you know, I'm only making moves. There ain't no other option. There ain't no other option. So if you talking juice, well, damn, you know I got it. Yeah, you know I got it. Nobody got it like nobody got it like. Yeah. I got the juice. I got it. From a dropping in the scene, I feel lucky, yeah. Got them watching from Paris to Paris, yeah. With this music was lurking, now I'm attacking. Now with the chatting, I just step up and make it happen. It's a lifestyle. Living young and restless, yeah, we quite wild. If I want it, I'ma get it talking right now. And I ain't got no regrets, it's my time now. Lights out when you see us talking moves. You don't know that's the topic. And if you talking juice, well, damn, you know I got it. Damn, you know I got it. Nobody got it like. Yeah, 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 yeah. You know it, yeah. Summer soul, drippin', drippin'. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Nobody got it like. Nobody got it like me. Step up on the stage, turn it in a crime scene. Some killers only. Oh yeah, stay winning me and the whole team. I'm tripping, juice tripping. I got the game. Vice gripping, no permission. Everything green, night vision. They can try, but can't do it like Vinny. I ain't tripping, drip, 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 drip. They can try, but can't do it like Vinny. Yeah, no permission.
got it. You thought that I was blind, but to be honest, I don't mind, 'cause I don't feel the same way I used to do. Every time I see you, I know the truth, 'cause baby, every fucking time you've played me, you should know that I don't give a single fuck about you and your words. All the times you lied to me, I took notes. I don't know what to say. I thought you loved me, but you ran away. I've been living in the shadows for a while. Demons calling me from the afterlife. Dark doesn't faze me anymore. I can see my tears into gold. Yeah, yeah. I don't care, no, I don't care. Yeah, yeah. I don't care as if, 'cause baby, every fucking time you've played me, you should know that I don't give a single fuck about you and your words. All the times you lied to me, I took notes. I don't know what to say. I thought you loved me, but you ran. I know people come and go away. Sun is low, that's my time to shine again. 'Cause baby, every fucking time you play me, you call my bluff for the last time. This ain't a song, it's a battle cry. No life, I see the clue between the strobe lights. I'm haunted, black face, hey, follow me around, okay, black face, hey, follow me around, okay, used to want it bad, used to want it bad, but I can't taste it, I can't help you now, okay, follow me around, okay, black face, hey, follow me around, okay, follow me around, okay, black face, hey, follow me around, okay, got too much up on my plate, now I can't think. I said woke up, take a exit, now I'm feeling this is it. Want the money, want the rest. I do purse, not no cess. They say Don is why you sad. I said I just need a thing. Red tape, got too close, I hate the city. Black face, show you everything you need till you fornicate it bad. Someone said it, you sad. 'Cause I used to want it bad. I know it's in my head, keep seeing you too many times. Yeah. I know it's in my head, keep seeing you. I know it's in my head. Follow me around, okay, black face, hey, follow me around, okay, got too much up on my, follow me around, okay, black face, hey, follow me around, okay, got too much up on my, follow me around, okay, black face, hey, follow me around, okay, got too much up on my, follow me around, okay, black face, hey, follow me around, okay, got too much up on my, follow me
ball so hard, ayy. Raise the bar, ayy. Turn into a star, ayy. Play my part, yeah. I aim too far. I do it big. I keep it large, okay. Live it up. Cause it's fake, better give it up. Young, but I feel like I've seen enough. Numbers going up, better keep it up. Ain't slowing down, better live it up. About too hard, ayy. What? About too hard, ayy. What? About too hard, ayy. About too hard, yeah. I'm killing your favorite rapper, it's minimum effort. Yeah, your corpse getting severed. The industry dries the desert. Do whatever it is that you think that you're doing, I'm doing it better. Straight W's, that's my letter. Don't got no snakes, only ladders, ayy. They tryna figure out what's on our plate. Infinity sideways, we already ate. Skipping is basic, skipping is classic. Stay out of trouble, now I can relate. Nevertheless, I'm doing great. I just finished this thing, ain't no debate. You ain't my dog, you ain't my family, and sure as hell, you're not my mate. Yeah, I take my place at the summit. I can't wait till we counting them hundreds. I cannot lie, I ain't rich, yeah, but when I say my time coming, it's coming. And some of y'all got ahead of me, to be honest, I wasn't even running. But very soon I'ma run it. I demand it, man, I want it. Push start, ayy. Ball so hard, ayy. Raise the bar, ayy. Turn into a star, ayy.
We're going into the game. Enough foolish business, enough funny business, even at that. We're back into this grand final with Liquid and Evil Geniuses squaring off in a best of 5 with EG down 1 map at the very start. That means Liquid coming from the upper bracket will have that advantage. And that does mean we get back in the game after a short hiatus there from Nitro, who did run out of electricity because of a tornado. There we go. A good setup from Naf. Finds 1 with ease, finds 2 with ease as well. And he's not going to stop there. Tarek wants to press the envelope. He's the only one left alive for the EG side. So right back from the break, we see Liquid picking up a 13th round on their way to picking up this first map. My name's Trace Saranthus. Alongside of me is Harry and Hugo. And I'm going to take a breath now.
Big fan, Trace. Keep it up. Yeah, 13-5. This is the start and the end of what could be the opening map of this best of 5 series. Well, it might be a quick one from Liquid if they can keep it up. 13-5 right now. 3-0 on this T side after a 10-round CT half. The first and what could be one of the last buy rounds for EG if they don't pick it up here.
They could. A little bit of a spot down middle with a Galil. Not known to be that mid-peaking weapon, but hey, in this instance, Ethan comes out with 62 HP. And it's Liquid. They find a little bit of positioning up catwalk on the back of Nitro.
It's funny you say that, but I'm pretty sure Naf was the guy we saw get the Galil kill down through mid a couple of times, as wild as that statement is. He's been pretty good at it on Dust 2. And even in this round, he's able to get away with some damage onto Ethan. Now, that hasn't really shaped up in any big way for Team Liquid. They do get mid-control in this round. They're holding onto the tunnels. They've got catwalk. They're looking pretty. They're looking good. They're set up nicely in this one. EG, with 2 players down here in CT. I'm, of course, talking about Stan and Tarek in these 2 positions. They're going to be able to float between mid and this A site, and that's going to come in handy because Liquid, they've just faked this catwalk play. Now they drop down to middle, and this is where this double CT setup could do some favors for EG, but it also could hold them back because Tarek's got to do a lot from this boost.
Dear.
He's the only guy who can help with mid, and he actually goes through the smoke. No one's watching it. Tarek's just done so much damage, and finally the kills come in. And now this double CT setup had to do a lot because there was only 1 man at that B side of the map as a result. Thankfully, EG have been able to keep this with a man advantage. 3v2 in the retake of this B bomb site. All 3 players down in middle. Cirque not going to move from CT. He's holding for Team Liquid to try and take this peak, and they are not doing that. Twists clears the tunnels out and does best Breezy in the head-to-head. Pressure's on now for Stan and Cirque, as this is even odds in the 2-on-2.
That util is going to be problematic, but Stan is going to be able to walk right through it. The smoke doesn't go into the door, so Chewy has to hold the line. Dinked on the first fight. He's the last man that stands, and Cirque will finish off the job. Unfortunately, oh dear, no kit. It's going to be close. I think they just about have it. Stanislaw should have the round locked in for EG. Down to the wire, but a 6th round taken. Oh,
so close.
Very close.
And if you're EG, that's the round you need to jumpstart back into this game because, as the story is told, it has not been the prettiest side for Evil Geniuses. And that's exactly the story we're going to get. So they get a good retake here. They do just narrowly get the defuse off on the bomb and put themselves up a 6th on the board. Again, welcome back to the ESL Pro League Season 11 Finals, everybody. For the North American region, that is. We had the EU region before this. Saw some fanatics do some really strange stuff in the server, and Well, somehow, some way.
Yeah, I mean, getting that rematch versus Mouseboard, who knocked them down in the grand final of last finals in Season 10 in Unza. Well, this time Fnatic come out top trumps. Will Liquid be able to trump the side of EG? We'll have to wait and see. Naf's on the Krieg. He's had a great game so far, and he spotted a player up in the window as well. It's a fast mid to be approach here from Liquid. They're not going to be slowing down, but the spam is good. Stan is good. He finds a kill, and Ethan holds the line, drops the bomb into B, and this is getting absolutely torn apart. Liquid are being melted on this B site, and with only one kill from Elige, nothing else put up. EG begin the comeback.
Yeah, 7th round now on the board and starting to get a grip on this B-bomb site, REG. It's not been this free real estate that Liquid were able to grab earlier on in the start of this second half. EG chaining 2 together, setting themselves up nicely to make this comeback feel doable. And it's never really felt out of the question here on the Realms of Dust 2 for EG. I mean, we've seen them attempt comebacks of this size, of this scale before. And generally speaking, it's gone pretty well for them. Now, a partial investment here for Team Liquid is you've got Elige on a Galil. The rest of the guys donning some pistols around it. Stu, even with that scout, he tried to challenge the mid-peak. They get tagged on the back of it. So now Team Liquid looking to work this mid-control. Twists leading the charge over towards short side. Has Elige behind him with this Galil. Cirque is set up here to try and deal with these players as they cross out onto the catwalk, but sneaking below. And Elige as well. They know something we don't. Twists is one step ahead. Cirque gets deleted. He never even sees it coming. And now the pressure's on for Taric and for Breezy. This Krieg has got to hold the line, and Taric can't see anything. He is so blind. Tries to get up, but Nitro shuts him down. And now Breezy, Stanislaw, and Ethan left to try and get a leash back on Team Liquid. But Stewie from beyond the grave burns out Ethan. Stanislaw with a double, and it's Naf all alone in a 1v2 that's suddenly been stripped away from Team Liquid. Stan and Breezy, they've stood tall in what was a 2-on-5, now 2v1. Can Naf do it? Armed only with the Deagle. First shot onto Stanislaw. 25 seconds left on this clock. Naf gonna play this one down to the wire. Up onto the catwalk he goes. Breezy still tucked away inside of the site, playing on the ramp. Oh, Naf saw him, but Breezy gets this shot off. An 8th round on the board for EG. It comes down to the one-on-one, but they're able to get it up there. However, investment coming back in from Liquid. Let's not forget, this was only pistols and that one Galil in play.
Honestly, such a sick round from Liquid. Twist, I love that play, ducking below the cat angle and getting behind Cirque, getting a kill, and Naf just firing off with the Deagle as well. So close to closing it. He is the top performer right now. He is one of the people we are looking to potentially take that MVP spot here for Liquid. And with performances like that, well and truly putting Liquid in a position to do so. But they lose the round at the end of the day. It was only an eco. Liquid made the safe decision to not fully buy when they had enough for 3 or 4 rifles. They wanted everything. They wanted the AWP, and they wanted all the util behind it. So pistol armor in the previous, and now they get everything they want. Lee's close in the mid doors. He's got to be careful with that smoke spam. Tracers will reveal his position, as well as the clear audio. Ollie and mid and EG are tucked inside of their sights. 2 towards B, a 3rd in CT. He's going to send the smoke to cross towards a catwalk so Liquid can safely set up outside of A.
Yeah, Liquid very wary of crossing this bricks area. And the chances are that the Cirque, the big Cirque, the big Bulgarian bulldozers, they once call him, we'll have the drop. We'll have the first shot. Tarek's going to slide his way into the site, and that's going to leave Breeze to defend long. Liquid very, very sneaky, sir. He's picking up the bomb. But where will they go? They've got some real estate on catwalk. They could try to run it up catwalk. Or we could see a mid to B come out late. That's only on the back of some smokes that still exist here for the side of Liquid.
Yeah, with these 2 players long, getting past this hold at Breezy, no one checks for it. Naf walks in, and now while they know he's there, Cirque is able to re-peek, and my word, in a matter of seconds, every single one of these frags has gone in favor of EG. Elige is the last man left standing, and he doesn't spot. It's ugly. It's not pretty. But it's a 9th round on the board for EG, and they're feeling good about that. It's a flawless round as well over on this CT side, and the implications of that cannot be understated enough, right? For EG, it's huge. It enables this comeback to continue, even if they sustain a round loss, and that's massive, right? You don't want to be in this position where you've started to get rounds on the board, you've got 4 in a row, but because they've been close, you lose it, you've got no money, and Liquid just run away with the game. They've now dodged that over here on this CT side. EG have set themselves up nicely, even breaking the economy of Liquid in this round. So a real shot at reaching double digits here for the EG squad.
Pop flash through long. Liquid going to go through the smoke with these pistols, but there's no one here to receive. EG set up with 3 inside of the A site is quite the commitment here as they take catwalk. With only 1 man in that position, it should be an easy fight for EG if they check it. Tarek will. He's very aware. Stewie is not going to be outplaying Tarek today. Tarek, impact player of the previous round. Nice to see him warming into this game, considering he took about 10 rounds to get his first couple of kills. Liquid, they're going to bail from long with Cat being gone. They know that EG have not only the info, this is a long take, but also all the positioning to shut it down. And Liquid with almost no utility to stop that. Only 1 smoke on Nitro. That is going to be going towards B, where you imagine this play ends up. Ethan can spot mid, fall back into B very safely, and that bit of damage will just send him packing. So, if anything, has only reinforced this B site more for EG as Liquid set up with the pistols. Might even have to go through the molly if they don't. The rotates are going to be here in time. The spam is there. Stan's done the damage. He'll finish the job with a pistol, and 1 by 1, Liquid will fall. Dear oh dear, Stan, even in through this smoke, Tarek will finish a round. It's going to be, again, EG on this board. 5 in a row on the CT side. Tarek keeping up appearances, and having players like this warm up into the second half is only going to do EG good.
Last bullet Stan. He does it there with USP. He did it in the first half with a Galil shooting up long as a T, and then, well, gets the last kill. Getting through a smoke in the first iteration, too. Either way, tactical timeout. Brought to you by the U.S. Air Force for Team Liquid. Now they're going to probably try to mull it over. Not so much mauled it over. You can't really be maulding if you're winning. I think that's how that works.
Well, I mean, they're winning, but for how long, Trace, is the question. 5 in a row for EG. The mold might be coming. It might be growing. Because right now, Liquid are slipping away. We've seen them lose a 14-8 on this map to EG in the same half. So anything is possible.
Yeah, and you know, this one might have been 13-5 at one point in time, but that feels like a very distant memory at this point, right? EG, well and truly back in the swing of things. In this round, there's even been a fast cat boost to try and get Cirque set up here with the AWP. Now, I think Elise jump spotted that and gets the information that the AWP was here. Yeah, they now look to assemble this boost to deal with it. Cirque has since moved away from the catwalk. So Team Liquid, they've kind of cleared this out from a distance, and now they might look to extend their real estate into the catwalk area. 2 players down here in CT once again. That's going to be Tarek and Stanislaw. This has been a bit of a go-to. And in this round, Tarek will complete the cross over towards the B bomb site. Team Liquid setting up in middle, but this doesn't feel like a mid to B, not with Naf still lying in wait over towards long doors and no one keeping this tunnel's control. But just as I say that, Stewie now goes back and Naf starts to peel away from these long doors. Definitely feels like it's got the potential to be this catwalk fake into a mid to B once again from Team Liquid. It's something that was pretty successful for them in the past.
That's what EG is set up for.
They're going to have to look out for the side of Cirque's op over here on EG. Now, that's going to be A, who's trained on long right now. Currently, no real pressure there. It's just Naf, nasty Naf himself, just holding it down. But he's going to transition, look back towards catwalk after that smoke clears. Flash him off, and that's a good start for Liquid to get back in this round.
Oh, Cirque, he had to hit that opener rather. He only gets 1 shot off before he falls back to long. It's a retake setup for EG. They've got the kits, they've got a good amount of utility, and of course they've got 5 alive. 10 players up in the server as the bomb gets planted. The time is the biggest problem for EG. They can't afford to sneak forever. Naf's on this lurk. He's coming in late, and they've started to completely discount this position. They're not even considering the long flank at this point in the round. Cirque's going to turn back, but he doesn't spot it. Stewie with the opening kill, and it's all falling apart. Stewie with 2. There's the flank. It's not even needed. Naf just gets 1 on the AWP of Cirque, and it will be the round coming in for Liquid. They don't even take the AWP. They keep it going with the Kriegs. They are treating them well after all. 14 rounds. They break the curse curse of EG most importantly with that cat take. And Harry, like you said, that looked like a mid to B at one point for Liquid. They fall back into the cat play. EG was set up for a mid to B.
Yeah.
They thought exactly that was coming through. They moved a player from CT over towards that B bomb site to defend. And with 3 in the B site, they had to play retake, and that's so hard to win.
Liquid just 2 rounds from securing this first map. Don't let that fool you. The Evil Geniuses certainly have some bite in them. They're gonna have a double op setup on Stan and Cirque. Breezy can play up close long. Now this was a problem in the last round because Naf, the dirty man that he is, walked out real late. Sort of real late.
Yeah, and a very slow beginning here for Liquid. You know, not wanting to give away a pick early on, and this is the right read, especially considering this double AWP setup has come out over here on the CT side. It's going to be Stan donning that alongside Cirque. Now, Stan obviously playing over here towards the B-bomb site. He's going to be looking down towards mid for the time being. Team Liquid, they've got the majority of their players down here in the lower tunnels. You've got Naf holding on to long doors, and they'll leave Stewie behind to hold on to the tunnels once again. Exact same setup as the round prior here for Team Liquid. And is the game plan going to change this time? Because Stewie has once again left these lower tunnels. This time EG, they haven't got 3 players stacked over towards the B-bomb site. And so I almost wonder if this is going to be a fake for Team Liquid, or if they just commit, right? If they commit, they're running into 3 players here, and with only 25 seconds, they don't really have many options. They have to just go for these kills on A. And Cirque, trying to hold the crossroads, gets flashed off. Flashes everywhere. Breezy has been allowed to reposition over here on the ramp in the meantime, and he takes this round into his own hands. It's only Stewie left, and there's no time for him. EG, they're able to hold on to A. They keep Team Liquid at bay, and they put an 11th round up on the board. This is where, as a result of them winning that one flawless round earlier on over on the CT side and building up a bit of a bank account and then still finding success on the back of it, has really come back to help EG out in this game to the finish line. 11-14, 3 rounds behind Team Liquid again. And a real chance to make this comeback happen.
Yeah, they've got the money, and look at what they've done with it. Double AWP, we know how many players on EG can pick up this weapon, and Stan is going to take it for the time being. Spam down the mid doors will find nothing with these 2 Kriegs in the hand of Liquid. They have leaned away from the AWP in this T side so far. That might change once they get a taste of the action that EG are bringing to the plate. Where will they find these AWPs? That's a question. We've got one sitting at the back of B, and Stan, Cirque, of course, pivoting long and short. Right there in the previous round was EG setting up, better for the A play, right? Last time we saw Liquid go up catwalk, they were walking into a double setup. EG had 3 towards B, and Cirque was gambling on long. He only got the chance to take 1 shot before falling off into a 10-player retake. 5-on-5 alive in the post plant. This time they actually have the players on the site to deal with it. And Breezy and Cirque shut it all down. So a different setup and a new chance. Cirque, once again, is back in this position. He's got to avoid the flashbangs as Liquid set up towards a catwalk. They've yet to commit. They've gone quiet, and EG know at any point they could drop into a mid to B. So it's important to focus and just wait for the cavalry to arrive. They're going to throw Twist down below.
You'd think so, but look at Tarek. Look at Tarek's spot right now. If they do try to jump off into CT, this is going to be a little bit of trouble. Oh! Unless they go towards A. Tarek's going to storm through that smoke after Twist takes down Cirque, who was the long player. That does leave just Breezy over there towards Pit, but that's a free bomb plant for Elige and company.
Yeah, the retake's on now for EG, and a lot of this hinges on Tarek and co finding something from this CT position. This is such a horrible fight to have to take as well. I mean, there's just so many angles you've got to worry about. And Tarek, along with Breezy, have at least opened this up. Ethan now comes in. Naf trying to hold the line, and oh my goodness, down from the depths of mid, Team Liquid. They'll get a 15th on the board. Naf might just look to end this map with a bang. Wow. The Krieg, in all its unnerfed glory, shuts down 3 on the cross.
Old patch, baby. That's the last time you're going to see that spray down.
And that is Naf saving the day right there for Liquid in that round. You talk about what could happen on the outside of that. They pick up the round. But moreover, we could look at just how this would go down financially after that.
Naf, man, the non-stop action he's been providing this game is unparalleled, unrivaled. And EG, they may just get thrown out of this game. That was their chance to make this a reality, but Naf is going to strip it away from them, and Twist finds Cirque right through the doors. Liquid with the advantage up against map point.
Second time now, Twist has been able to beat Cirque in the head-to-head to secure an advantage for Team Liquid. And when they're only up against the Pistols, they're feeling confident and everything more. It's Stan and Ethan, 2-on-5 to try keep the dream alive. The P250's doing damage, but it's not going to be enough. And Stanislaw, all alone, down in CT, armed with nothing more than a CZ. Surely this is undoable. They know he's here, they've got him trapped, and they shut him down. Team Liquid, they take their map pick of Dust 2, 16-11, the most dominant matchup that they've had on D2 versus EG here in the Pro League. Vertigo gonna be coming up after the break. It's EG's chance to try and bounce back. Can they put a stop to Team Liquid? Or are Team Liquid gonna get this best of 5 done in 2? Join us after a quick break to find out.
My mind is a weapon, that's why I'm a dominate. Taking advantage of every second, now I ain't got time to waste. They all tryna sign my name, they want me to sign my name. Counting your blessing while I count that in my winnings. We take 50s and 100s and throw them up to the ceiling. Everything I envision, now everybody gon' witness. Only difference between us is I ain't stop till I finish. I feel on top of the world, I feel on top of the world right now.
露露的特上红茶啊。特上红茶满满茶味，加上日本顶级和三盆糖，大大提升锡兰茶香，甜而不腻，更有茶味。Sky， 御茶园特上红茶，特上奶茶。
The fact that I don't have a backup plan, I ain't need that. Outworking everybody when I relax, so I ain't tripping about none of y'all feedback. Every day I wonder when I'm gonna peak at, and that's why you count your blessing while I count that in my winnings. We take 50s and 100s and throw them up to the ceiling. Everything I envision, now everybody gon' witness. Only difference between us is I ain't stop till I finish. I feel on top of the world, I feel on top of the world right now. I feel on top of the world, I feel on top of the world right now. I always wanted the world, I wanna conquer the world right now. I feel on top of the world, I feel on top of the world right now. I feel on top of the world, I feel on top of the world right now. I feel on top of the world, I feel on top of the world right now. I always wanted the world, I wanna conquer the world right now. I feel on top of the world, I feel on top of the world right now. Shots in the man with the plot and we only go bombs away. Ain't no one protecting my mind as a weapon, that's why I'm a dominate. Taking advantage of every second, now I ain't got time to waste. They all tryna sign my name, they want me to sign my name. Counting your blessing while I count that in my winnings. We take 50s and 100s and throw them up to the ceiling. Everything I envision, now everybody gon' witness. Only difference between us is I ain't stop till I finish. I feel on top of the world, I feel on top of the world right now. I feel on top of the world, I feel on top of the world right now. I always wanted the world, I wanna conquer the world right now. I feel on top of the world, I feel on top of the world right now. Embrace your destiny, slay your enemy, raise a legacy. No more apologies, trust your
A marvelous matchup turns out to just be a straight up marvel, that being Naf. They're doing everything that they have to do over on the Liquid side to bring this one full circle, to bring it to a reality. And right now, that is what Liquid have in front of them. A first map victory in this best of 5 where they already had a 1 map advantage. Now just 1 map away from winning this whole enchilada, from getting the big taco at the end of the day. I got Harry and Hugo here with me, and we're gonna talk a little bit of counter. And in the meantime, catch you up with all the updates, which are Naf, destroying people, doing what he has to do to keep Liquid in this game.
Yeah, you know, I really feel like Naf there just stops overtime from being a reality with that one play with the Krieg in all its unnerfed glory. He just lets loose and hails bullets down over here towards the crossroads. And obviously that 3K spray down propelled Team Liquid to a win here over on Dust 2. And that's the thing, like, you know, you might have been looking at it and thinking, oh, well, Liquid, you know, they were pretty far ahead to begin with. Well, these kind of leads have been notoriously tricky on this map for Liquid to close out. So the fact that we have Naf standing tall, answering the call, and looking good in the server, Liquid are probably feeling great after that one, man.
And that's the numbers he ends out on with. 27 and 14. We're talking 104.9 ADR. He's not the only one on the war effort over there. You also, you know, you have to give some commendations there to the side of Nitro, who actually did pick up all of his stuff and relocate so that he could finish playing the match. That alone, that's pretty MVP worthy, if you ask me.
Yeah, how do you keep your head in it, right? Like disconnecting your PC, unplugging everything, getting it in the car, going away, putting it all back together, and then getting right back into the match and then winning it. That's respect to Nitro, respect to Liquid. Obviously a bit of a grind right now for these guys, but they've already taken on EG twice here in the Pro League, beaten them both times, looking like a third right now, a map away, Vertigo around the corner. It's one that, of course, EG have made a mainstay, but Liquid have played it since day one.
Yeah, I think a big talking point as well is, you know, Twist and Stewie, they've been a bit hit and miss for Liquid throughout the Pro League thus far, but both of them showed up in this map for Team Liquid. Twist especially, right? His opening duels were looking stellar there, especially in the T-half. You know, in back-to-back rounds right at the very end, he's able to best circ to take mountain advantages for Team Liquid. Stewie was looking fantastic on the AWP as well when he was picking that up. So, yeah, you know, I think Liquid are in a great spot right now. For EG, one thing that we can look to that I think was pretty promising is that they were able to start to get back into that game after a very, very dominant first half. And I think, you know, heading to Vertigo next, that's going to play in their favor.
Yeah, and speaking of playing in your favor is something that you can do over at ESEA, where you can get 128 ticks of pain. That's right, you can get all the ticks, all the tick rates, and over there on their servers. Make sure you head over there, check out the placements. I'm pretty sure that these guys did it. Do we want to go over what you guys got, or?
Yeah, I mean, you know, rank S, obviously, Trace, nothing less.
Well, we all have something to look forward to, and for me, it's this next map of the series. Evil Geniuses, Team Liquid, still going at it right here for this best-of-5 grand final for the North American regions. Boy, you better believe it. We'll BRB.
Cool, right? Want to know where I got it? Well, look, go to cs.money. It's a trade platform and a marketplace at the same time. Just choose, click, and get. Good luck, bro.
Everybody loves an underdog. Who needs to be liked?
Mountain Dew Amp Game Fuel. Victory in a can.
Charge up your game with excitement. Highest odds on the market. Take what's rightfully yours with GG.bet.
The future waits for no one, so we refuse to wait for it. Today, battles are waged in nanoseconds, and planes are piloted from the other side of the world. The future's not coming, it's already here. Join us and be the future.
2 boxes to get by Nico. Where's it gone? Go to hit this. On the ramp though. He knows he's there.
Embrace your destiny, slay your enemy, raise a legacy. No more apologies, trust your abilities, gather the energies. Pull yourself back together and staying off track forever. Child of the nation, go seek redemption, time for salvation. Today is meant to be day of victory, time for history. Reverse the tendency, fight the entropy, channel your rivalry. You're praying for fortune to come, you're hearing the sound of the drums. It's too late to backtrack, but pack your bag now. Keep your feet on the road and stand up. You've got what it takes to fight back. Don't stop until you black out, out, out. Stand up, you've got what it takes to fight back, back. Don't stop until you black out, out. Give all you got, show them how to make a miracle. Stand up, you've got what it takes to fight back, back. Don't stop until you black out, out. Give all you got, show them how to make a miracle. Go save your team, be a hero. Take home the cup, be a star. They're waiting for you. Take aim, shoot your arrow. It's your time to shine. Show them who you are. Stronger, gotta go faster. Gotta get better, gotta work harder. It's fight or flight now. Get up now. Go with the move, go for the goal. Lead up the stadium, you know how it's done. Stand up, go what it takes to fight back, back. Don't stop until you back out, out. Give all you got, show them how to make a miracle. Stand up, go what it takes to fight back, back. Don't stop until you back out, out. Give all you got, show them how to make a miracle.
ESL Pro League is brought to you in part by Intel, Gaming Malta, Mountain Dew Amp Game Fuel, CS Money, MSI, Air Force, GG Bet, and ESEA.
Yeah. Hey, way too fast. I got a goals, I know where to go, so I never crash. Hey, way too fast. I gotta go, I'm in the zone, foot on the gas. Hey, GPS. I got goals, I know where to go, so I'll never crash. Yeah. Hey, way too
Welcome back to the matchup at hand, which features Liquid taking on the Evil Geniuses. Liquid picking up this first map. They already had a map advantage coming into this series, and yes, that is right. It does net them a 2-0 appearance and start to this grand final. Now, we had a grand final earlier. It featured these guys. They were doing all kind of stuff, and really and truly, went pretty well for them. So perhaps Liquid can do something of the same sorts around here. I do have, of course, with me Harry and Hugo. They are ready to get into some Counter-Strike action, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, you know, this series has already looked fantastic, right? Dust 2 was already pretty close, and I'm sure Vertigo is going to be even closer.
Yeah, and speaking of being close, we're pretty close to the source right now, the guy that has all the secrets to Peaker's advantage, and his name is Davey. We have him on the line with us, and he is ready to talk a little bit of North American Counter-Strike. Davey, my friend, what do you diagnose this as?
I mean, I'm kind of surprised, actually. I guess not necessarily, but the EG keeps letting this Dust 2 through, and maybe when they actually played for the first time back on April 3rd, EG was able to win it, but since then, the last 2 series now, Liquid has looked pretty convincing on it. I think that Liquid's T-sides look really strong, and EG hasn't been great at having an answer for it.
Davey, I mean, we're jumping the gun a little bit here, but I want to hear your thoughts. We've identified some MVPs so far in the Pro League, at least on the side of Liquid. Liege and Naf have been some of the top performers. And for the guys on EG, it's been Cirque and Breezy who've been carrying the load. You know, I want to hear it from you. Who's your MVP for this season of Pro League, at least in the NA side of things? It can be either team. It can be any player. It doesn't have to be one that I listed.
Yeah, no, I'd probably go with Liege too. He's so consistent, and just the way he plays, it seems like he almost is never making any mistakes. He's very, very consistent in his style of play. He fits this Liquid style so well. He's played there for so long. Him and Nitro work so well together. And just the consistency he's produced over however many years now is insane. And I think he's played unbelievably well, and he's been a huge X factor for them.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, you know, with Vertigo coming up next, both these teams having a pretty topsy-turvy time on this map throughout the Pro League thus far. I'm kind of curious to your thoughts. You know, what do you think the win conditions would be for EG, and what should we be looking out for on this Vertigo map?
Well, based on how Vertigo plays for the most part, we should be looking at the classic strats of go A or go A, and then every now and then we should see a go B come in there. So I think if we see that a lot of tactical depth coming out from EG, a little go A, a little go B, that would be their win condition, is to make sure you go to the bomb sites and plant the bomb.
Yeah, and you know, Vertigo, it's going to be that CT start for Liquid. We're almost ready to jump in this game, man. I just want to kind of ask you, first kills well in the way of Liquid. Is that going to be the, you know, the thing that really gets them in the chair here?
I don't really know if it gets them in the chair. It'll get them close to the chair. Depends on if they want to sit down or not. But I think that the one thing they have on Vertigo is it's kind of hard for oppers to get dominating on CT or T side for that matter. So I think that they'll be relying on Liege to get those entries, Liege and Naf, because Naf does kind of like to lurk around. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like on this map, it's not going to be as one-sided for entries as it was in the previous.
Hey, Davey, you mind building some hype into this? You hear the beat drop? You mind building this one up a little bit?
Oh, I don't think I really. It sounds like a terrible idea, if I'm going to be honest with you.
You're already there. Oh, well, all right. Well, opportunity missed. Thank you so much for your time, Davey. Check out his podcast, Peaker's Advantage. We're ready to jump into Vertigo. Liquid and EG squaring it off again. Harry, Hugo, take it away.
Yeah, pistol round already beginning. And Stewie over here towards the top of the ramp. He's trying to look for feet. This man, not a foot fetish that he's after. Instead, he's trying to get some information down here towards the bottom of ramp. Sir gets run boosted across. No tippy toes for Stewie today, and he will move back into the bomb site. He sees them get out towards ramp and just concedes it immediately. Now, EG, you know, we heard from Davey. They've got to go A or they've got to go B. Those are his words.
Those are the options, actually.
And
more often A.
Well, in this pistol round, it looks like you might eat those words, Hugo. EG setting up down towards the B ramp. Starting to creep up now.
Ooh.
And with Liege getting dealt with over in the window, the pressure's now on for Team Liquid. Over at the B site, Twists and Nitro will answer the call. And, not quite going to find that shot onto Ethan. In fact, they actually go down on the back of him. So now it's only Stewie left in the blink of an eye. In a 1v2, does have an Incendiary to try and divide these. Tarek's already gotten past him. And 3 kills for Tarek in the pistol, 2 for Ethan, and the pistol round on the board for EG.
And you look at that round, you say, you know what, Twist, my goodness, he had all the holding power that he needed right there. He held on for so long at the B ramp side of things, and then ultimately it just spirals out of control. He can't get away from the fights he's already engaged in, and then Before you know it, it's just Stu in a 2v1 that loses.
Yeah, it's that flank out mid that does all the damage, right? Tarek, he starts off with 3 kills in this map, and considering the slow start back on Dust 2 for him, this is certainly the recovery that EG needed. A pistol round, a start in their favor. They weren't quite gifted that back on Dust.
Wasn't a whole lot of gifts there for EG on Dust 2, it seems.
No. Liquid were more about taking than giving. But will they take this force by round? As they put in Deagles and CZs, bit of Kev behind the rest, and heavy rifles for EG as they look to deal with Naf in middle. It's a quick kill. Well, they expect 2 players so close, though. Falling off the box is a Leech, but he is going to be supported by a teammate. Only getting away with 1. Nitro drops Cirque. The Leech goes back in for the fight, and he does deal a decent bit of damage, but Tarek falls out safely, keeps the creep.
And Breezy might have this whole round ready to lay to rest. Instead, he takes his eyes off of CT, all but for a moment, and that allows Stewie to swing on out and deal with him. Now, there's the flank from Ethan to keep this round under wraps. EG get their second on the board. They find this conversion with, I don't want to say minimal casualties, but, you know, not very many. 2, they at least make some money over here on the T side. And that was the force buy from Team Liquid, all bar Mr. Stewie 2K, who's looking to save some money to bring this AWP out over on the CT side. EG, they should find this 3-0 lead. There's a flashbang purchased up on Stewie, so keep your eye on like a ramp push. I'm imagining that's going to be the decision. With this flashbang, he can flash the rest of the guys into these peaks. And yeah, they're just going to hold, wait for EG to come to them. Stewie throws this flash, and then the USPs were meant to overwhelm it. But that does rely on the play coming in towards A. And as we can see, for the astute viewer at home, it's a B play right now.
Yeah, this was actually, I'm really excited by this game already, right? Because when Liquid took on Swole Patrol earlier on in the group stages, they actually lost on this map. And one of the reasons for that were Swole Patrol were really good at taking this B bomb site, getting those wall of smokes down and planting. And you know, you're more commonly going to expect these A plays. That's what Liquid set up for there. And they were too far away to even control that B bomb site. So if EG really abuse B, Liquid are going to have trouble retaking. That was the problem for them versus Swole Patrol, although some time ago, and some time to change and fix their mistakes. But right now, EG sit 3-0 up in a very comfortable position. Cirque is still on the MAC-10 into the first rifle round, but with no one on head armor and Naf on glass cannon, that MAC-10 could certainly churn up some kills.
Good. Fast towards B ramp seems to be the order of the day for EG once again. Now, at the very least, this is surely going to prompt the rotation out from Team Liquid. And it already looked to do that. Nitro is moving away. He's actually gone back to the A side of the map. And is that going to be a decision Team Liquid come to regret? Twists still ready to rise to the occasion if needed. He's got teammates in middle that could look to assist with flashbangs. For that, you're looking at Naf. Also, as that AWP, could look to come in for a bit of a daring window peek.
Yeah, look at EG just kind of toying with Liquid at this point. They're hanging out one of the big choke points over here for the B site. Here it is. They're finally going to commit.
The rotates are in, though. Liquid have 3 players inside of the site and a 4th in middle. Twist is in the Molotov, but he's going to get a kill off before he goes down. Good damage on the second as well. This molly stalls the push from EG as actually Nitro goes right into it. Naf is going to get a double with the AWP, a collateral as he follows up with a 3rd. The bomb dropped, and Breezy alone has to clutch it out on his own. He's got the damage, and he converts the kill. It's just Stewie left up in CT spawn. Breezy doesn't know.
Yeah, no armor, no problems for Naf as he chains together 3, but this now leaves Stewie in the hot seat. 1v1 versus Breezy on the other side. Breezy is one of the players up for that MVP slot here in the NA region. He's going to look to try and show us exactly why in this 1v1. Bomb planted. Stewie now the man on the clock, coming in through CT. Breezy trying to reposition, and the moment he looks away, Stewie swings on that peak.
One thing that you're going to see a lot from Liquid in this game that really helps them in this round. Yeah, good BM. Yeah, keep it up.
Don't jump over,
Jump off,
Stewie.
Stewie. Do it.
No, don't take the MAC-10. No, Stewie holds this very aggressive angle down A ramp. We're going to see it a lot from short side. And what that does is if EG keeps setting up outside of B there, they have 4 players down bottom B. They think Liquid don't know, but Stewie has the entirety of the A ramp under his control. And he goes, well, it's clear. They're making noise below B. Let's throw some rotates in. Liquid have 4 players players towards B if you include the man in middle. And, you know, EG walk into a heavy stack, a heavy setup. It, of course, gets close. Nitro doesn't get away with a kill. Twist gets traded after one. There's no multi-kills from Liquid until Naf gets in with a three-piece. And Stewie's there to shut it out at least. But, yeah, I mean, despite Liquid having 4 on B there, it still gets far too close for comfort. That being said, a round's a round. They're on the board. Not going to keep on the second AWP, though. Just one for Stewie. As he goes back towards his A side of things. Breezy going to look for a kill up B ramp, but he doesn't want to commit too early, knowing a window player can easily end his life while he's attracted towards a player on the site. That is Twist, waiting in the wings. He's got Nath supporting as well. That's excellently identified by Bastion, our observer for this series.
Yeah, and that's the interesting part about this Liquid team. You look at it and you see the AWP on Stu's hand, you're like, what the hell's going on here? Isn't that normally a thing that Nitro dons? No. Realities are that basically Liquid could put an AWP just about anywhere on that lineup and they'll find some success with it.
It does feel that way. Stewie's really been good with it this season, though. Like, we've seen him on it more and more than ever, really, for Liquid. So I've really enjoyed that. Very flashy on Dust. And finding the clutch that Liquid needed to get on the CT side. Will it all be in vain, though? Will it be a quick reset by EG? Well, nothing's going quickly in this round as they hold this steadfast default, stand again below B with the bomb. EG want to make a bit of a consistent effort on this site, and I kind of like it. Going away from the traditional meta of just blasting a ramp with utility and manpower.
As Davey said, the typical strat of go A or go A, but sometimes go B. Here we are. It's going to be that B hit. Nice little crack in the bomb box there. Twist getting flashed, though. Unaware as Naf does the brunt of the work. Hello is right. Twist stays alive in here for a real long time. But look at this boost. I'm disgusted. The timer's already ran all the way down. Just about no time left. And Breeze all on his own. Naf having a stellar round. A very crucial performance there in that round.
It's not even fair. He's killing them without seeing them, Trace. He's burning them out with mollies from 100 to 0. You know, he stomped last map. He's already starting off in the same vein here.
But maybe that's the thing about Naf. You know, maybe he has such sloth-like characteristics that he sees life a little bit slower.
Yeah.
But in a good way. He's able to slow time down for himself.
Like how flies can react really fast, right? Because they perceive time slower. Naf fly, wow, it's all come full circle.
Oh my
Forget sloths.
Yeah.
He's got like 19 eyes, and he's looking for a win for Liquid in this round.
There's one thing we know about flies, is that they got 19 eyes. And that's the age-old saying. So 3 players up through the ramp here.
And also, fly spread disease. Keep yours closed.
Jesus. Yeah, maybe yours, Chris.
Talk about letting the flies in right here. So far, Evil Genius is just buzzing around. Can't seem to find their way into the site. Nitro's gonna get mollied off there at the sandbags, but uses smoke right away.
Oh.
This is gonna get weird.
That's great utility from Liquid.
Yeah, I was gonna say, pretty big shout out to Elige there for throwing the flashbang that allows Nitro to exit. And this can have like a double-edged kind of benefit for the side of Liquid, as EG now still have to somewhat consider that sandbag's position. They're still set up over here on the ramp of 3. Cert gonna lead the charge with that peek, and he does find some damage onto Stewie. Now there's a mess of smokes down in the bomb site, and this has really cut down the angles for Team Liquid. It's gonna allow this bomb plant to come through for EG. Now they might be 3 on 5, but the HP is low on the Liquid side. Stanislaw opening up with 1, still gonna look to go toe-to-toe with the heavyweights in the bomb site. Stanislaw now starting to exit. The time on this smoke looking limited, and actually flashes himself through. Holds the line, flash out from Liquid, and they do clear out Stanislaw. Now tapping the bomb, that forces the peak. Ethan's got to do it all, and he does chain together 1. But the kill comes in from Elige. 3 for him, and a 3rd on the board for Team Liquid. They'll tie this one up at 3-3. In spite of EG's best efforts. And with that victory going the way of Liquid, the money is now back down to a very awkward spot in the EG camp. Even with this bomb plant found, it might just have to be a partial investment here.
And, you know, just to keep things on the right track here, just to keep the slate clean, I'm aware that the fly, in Nafly's name, is an ode to a fallen friend. So, all respects.
Yeah.
In this moment, it's going to be the Evil Geniuses who have fallen to the wayside financially. swimming in cash anymore. Stewie 2K is going to ring out with that AWP, and that's a good start in this round.
Yeah, the sandbags position again doing work for Liquid in this round. EG level pegging 3 and 3, but might be knocked down a notch in this one. Only CZ's armor. Bit of utility, but nothing to boast about here. They will be looking to take the middle. Naf for the grenade combines significant damage. And Spray as well slows him down in the corner. And Stan takes a bit of a beating. He's going to walk into this AWP now. It will not be getting pretty. Breezy does get an opener on A, but that doesn't force a rotation. It does force Stewie forward, though, for some reason. Naf going to have to pick up the pieces of this round alongside Nitro. The Spray is not there for the conversion. Breezy's still up, and he is firing on all cylinders. Third kill in the round for Breezy with a Deagle. 7 points of health, and Twist knows exactly where they both are. He's got the drop on them. Does he have the kills to follow? No! Breezy! Wow. Oh my! He's saved Evil Geniuses on a half buy.
And this is with the pre-buff Deeg as well, right? This isn't with, admittedly, no crazy jump shots from Breezy in that round there, but he shows up massively in a round that EG had absolutely no business winning. Breezy takes down 4 with the Deagle to make this round his own. And so now a 4th on the board for EG, and no money on the Liquid side. It is a complete role reversal here. Mid push looking to be the order of the day. Cirque could get pressured, but that's where Tariq comes in. He's the fail-safe here. If Cirque misses that shot, something he doesn't do a hell of a lot, Tariq is able to mop up these kills. And now Alish still floating around the mid area. He's been spotted, not where you want to find yourself, not with Tariq's Krieg on the other side. EG now sat very comfortably in this round. 5 on 3 up, some control over towards ramp, mid-control going their way as well. This is really going to spread the already lackluster defense of Liquid thin. And so this should poise EG very, very nicely to take a 5th round and keep it clean as well.
Yeah, both these teams actually have better T-sides on this map, given the matches they played this year. 56% of the rounds the EG win are on the T-side, whereas even for Liquid, it's 58% of the rounds they win on the T-side. Of course, some of that being the Krieg, certainly, but we do have pre-nerf here in the Pro League, at least for this grand final, so things are going swimmingly for EG. A 5th round around the corner, as our Liquid looking to try and make things costly. Twist is 4, so he might just want a full save instead of full send. That's what Stewie's doing on the A side of things, looking for kills with Deagle. There's a player tucked into his left, and won't get given any more opportunities. Has got to clear this corner, but who would really at this rate? Everything he fears is on his right side, except for Breezy, who comes in from the sidelines, and will keep EG in this round nice and clean. Should have the shutdown as well. Twist even looking to do damage, but he just loses the little he had, which was Armor Deeg. So now Liquid will be buying up, and Twist will have nothing. I would have actually loved to see him just save the Kev. Regardless, it's not like he can buy up much anyway. It's just going to be the same story, another pistol armor, as Liquid full buy into this round. One thing Davey talked about coming into this game was how it's difficult for AWPers to really get going and start streaking and stomping on either side of this map. That's certainly the case. Cirque had a really rough Dust 2 as well. He was 2 and 8 in opening duels, often dying to Twist, as you pointed out, Harry, with the rifle. And right now he's 1 kill and 5 deaths. So certainly not what you like, but the AWP finally coming out for Cirque, and we're going to get to see what he can do with it. Liquid won't have the money for it just yet. So where does Cirque go? Not taking that immediate B peak. Just holding on to it instead. Stewie aggresses towards the ramp, but that's exactly what EG want with some of these slow plays they're going for. They are, again, centered outside of B, though, so Stewie, if he times it right, he could come in on a massive flank to get behind EG as they execute. Great utility from Liquid.
Yeah, the one thing that scares me is the only player who isn't fully armed into this round is Twist. He is, as of right now, the... they go toe-to-toe on the boost. Tariq comes out on top, as you would expect. Damage done by Naf there through the smoke, is able to get away with a little bit more. They know he's here on the generators, and he's generating a lot of power in this round as Naf Nitro swings on him for another, and Cirque gets cut down as well. Team Liquid, they get a leash back on the beast in that round, and they put a 4th up on the board.
And right there again is the value of these aggressive A-holds. Stewie, he does it with the AWP earlier on in the map when he won that 1v1 clutch versus Breeze, and he does it here just by taking a foothold at bottom forklift. When Liquid have that control, you see Nitro and Alish immediately begin a rotation, and they go in towards B. EG are walking into a stack setup, and to make matters worse, Stewie did come in on that flank. He timed it well, and he gets a final kill of the round. So Liquid, they are reading the situation well. If EG don't have that forklift control, they're going to continue to to be dealt problems from Liquid and walk into bomb site stacks. So that needs to be a mainstay here on the T side. They need to have someone there, at least early, putting the pressure on and sending Liquid back into the site. Stewie again looks to force fights. But does he realize they are around this smoke? That can be often a one-way for the T's. Luckily, no one can see through it right now, but Stewie is hanging around.
Yep. Tempting fate almost. Ethan's going to be on the other side of the smoke, and it's dissipating. This is going to get real scary in a second for Stewie. Yep, there it is. So I think the AWP fell off the map, but we're not entirely sure. Doesn't quite matter at this junction, though. Krieg's out in full force. 5 to be exact for EG.
Are they about to boost window? I think Liquid are. And oh my goodness, they're going to catch the mid-wrap.
Wow.
Oh, Alicia's cut it down. I could see them getting ready for the boost. And if there ever was a time to pull it in, it is there. They pulled the rug out from underneath. Oh no, Naf, they haven't seen him. He's delaying it.
Oh,
He's waiting.
Dude.
This is disgusting. And now he executes. He buys so much time. He denies the bomb plant. And he might have just snatched this round away from EG.
Wow.
Naf, the hero, arises to the occasion. A 5th round on the board for Team Liquid. And just a great bit of decision-making across the board, right? Naf denying, delaying, and playing that to perfection. Elysian Co. assembling that boost with seconds to spare to cut down the mid-rotation. Those 2 guys in A for Team Liquid were screwed if those kills didn't come in because no one was watching middle. And so Team Liquid, they salvaged that round. They've tied us back up, and once more, this kind of battle for the economy continues between these 2 squads.
So back and forth. No one's streaking more than 2 or 3 rounds together. It was 3 for EG, 3 for Liquid, 2 for EG, 2 for Liquid. Will the curse be broken? Will we have EG back on the board here? They've already won an eco. It was off the back of Breeze's Deeg, and he needs to do the dirty again. Naf, though, oh, he's nasty. He's holding down the line. He's got 2, 3, 4 as the spray down is so easy. Just stand left up. And EG made quick work of in this eco round. That's a ridiculous kill for Stan. How on earth does he Glock down Twist from such a range? But it will be a round for Liquid regardless.
How on earth is the question you might be asking yourself. I'll tell you how on earth that you can win what's inside of the MSI mystery box. Here's the question that was poised for you all at the beginning of the day, and you can all participate over at ESLCS. Here is the question. When Cloud9 won ESL Pro League Season 4, who was on the roster? Now you see the options there. Head over to @ESLCS Twitter and make sure you follow the rules. We're going to be doing a little bit of a giveaway. So far, we've given away a GTX 1660. We gave away a curved monitor yesterday. Pretty sick stuff from MSI. We're going over that after the series concludes. Anyway, back to the action.
Trace, you know the Cloud9 guys a bit, so...
I might know the answer to that question.
Yeah, you might. Just maybe.
I might.
Possibly. But we'll leave it up. We'll leave it up to the viewers to decide. Don't want to leak too much. Want to make them at least work for the box. The mystery, the magic. Well, there's no mystery in this round. EG are being loud and proud about their A take on this A site. Nitro's already dead, so EG may as well just commit, try and get that post plant down and cut off the retake from Liquid. If you can fall back and get players back on the ramp and short side with an open bomb, it's so good for the team. Stan, oh, he's falling off the box. He's going to get tagged, but luckily does survive that engagement. The bomb gets planted, Stewie gets burnt out, and this retake, it might not be possible. It might just be a save. Tarek doesn't want to let them get away with their guns or their lives, and he will take both away from Twists.
Yeah, just 2 flashes of smoke and a 2v4. Albeit EG do find themselves a little bit low, but this bomb is going to be going off. They are going to hold on to this M4 and this Krieg on the side of Liquid. And, well, that does put us right down the middle yet again, 6-6.
Yeah, and already, I mean, this, you know, we wanted to see the second map be a hell of a lot closer, and it is very much delivering. It has just been these teams trading a couple of stints of rounds back and forth, and that's set to continue with EG now putting another up on the board. We've commented on how it's felt like a battle of the money over here for both of these squads, and that is almost set to continue. I mean, you can see, especially for the Team Liquid side of things, having to reinvest on those few players that did go down. Only keeping 2 alive has made all the difference, at least in the long run. And so there's a good chance for EG, if they pick this round up, that they can run away with a bit of a lead here looking into the second half. And I feel like that's going to be needed if they want to long this grand finals out. Now, go on, do it. Oh, he's done it!
The flash actually just kills Stan.
Yeah, that's so upsetting. He tries to fire based on timing, anticipating the peak coming on through. and that leads to Stan's demise. Oh my word, what a way to take the man advantage. Stewie's going to extend it further. Once again, this ramp aggression from, oh my goodness, what is happening in this round? Naf, put the AWP away, stop, give them a break, it's too unfair. Oh, Breezy does at least put something in favor of EG. It was about time. As he shut down Elige over at the B-bomb site, now has to go toe-to-toe with Naf. And, well, not the guy I would want to be facing anytime soon in this round.
And look where he is. He hit the timing. He just beat Breezy into the site. There's no way they know he's at the back of the quad with the AWP. They just saw him in middle get 2 kills. So Naf, element of surprise, and he will say goodbye to Breezy. Deeg is out to clean up the round, but Tarek will stand tall for a moment at least. If they can deny the plant, that'd be great. And there's a player in the site he's not ready for. Twists, closing it out and saving the AWP for Naf. Certainly a powerful save considering how this game is going for him right now. Look at this shot. Blinded, like Harry said, timing shot, hoping someone's going to peek, but no, he just wall bang, stand out from the ladder room.
And then this.
Bang, headshot.
That's ridiculous. Now, let's go a little bit further here on the Naf train. Naf currently sitting at 27-14 on the first map of the series of Dust 2. And it was Liquid that picked that up 16-11. So that's something to consider by itself. Now, you look at what he's doing on this map. He's 17-8 with this AWP. The man can't be stopped.
Someone told Naf that CS Money were giving away skins in the MVP award, and he's like, mate, these are mine. Elige ain't getting his hands on them anytime soon. Obviously, they're the two names we're looking at for Team Liquid. Up for that MVP spot. Naf holding for the mid-cross once again. Does Tarek want to test the waters?
You won't.
Because they're looking choppy right now.
Don't flash it.
Ooh, Naf, very patient. EG learned that the hard way when he denied that plant over at the A site just a matter of rounds ago. So Tarek will back out of mid. We don't get to see that standoff continues. He concedes and looks to join the rest of EG down here at ramp. Stewie lining up this flashbang for Nitro. I imagine on the re-peek. I imagine he's going to peek once, get the attention, Stewie flashes, and then Nitro swings out wide.
I think Nitro made the call to Stewie that, okay, dude, I'm not watching anything. Got to be careful. Stewie is just standing there exposed to the site with a flash out. But as you can see from Nitro's position, he can't see short. EG could just walk up and take A. So Stewie has to be aware of that. So good communication from the side of Liquid as they get ready with their guns out. Grenades can follow. Nitro, most importantly, he has this nade and this Molotov. When EG go for a plant, as Liquid are hoping they do, they're going to double nade this site. Stewie's actually already used his HE, but it does leave him with a Molotov regardless. And here come EG, here come the cavalry. Nitro needs to make sure he stays alive to throw this utility, and the burning has started. Ethan gets mollied out of the site by Stewie. Full HP down to none. And now the retake starts here for Liquid.
Stan going to try and force the issue, takes these fights, and Stanislaw and his CZ are deadly. They've left it in a 3-on-3. EG can't contain the massacre though, and it's all onto Cirque. He's a long way from this site. He's not going to get there in time. It's an 8th round on the board for Team Liquid. Cirque not even given a chance. Almost gets finished off at the very end. My goodness.
Yeah, it's a shame to see Cirque so silent, but EG really just haven't had the money, right? That's been the back and forth effect of this game. They're just, forcing, sometimes even winning them and getting good money there, but Liquid have been destroying in the rifle rounds, and that's left Cirque with minimal orbs on this T side. Now he has the money for it, he just sticks to the Krieg, and that's because Liquid haven't been fighting him A ramp. They haven't been giving him this pick. A nice passive A side setup in the past for Liquid. Will they go back to peeking and prodding and getting in the face of EG? It seems like it. Utility going up fast, but Stan is faster. Through the smoke, Elige is gone. That's a huge kill for EG, who want this 7th round of the half, putting something on at the end.
Yeah, having something here to show for yourself going into that next half would be all the difference maker. However, 9-6 still potentially in the cards here for Liquid. As Naf has proven, he cannot be stopped. He's hot.
Yeah, Ethan's a little too hot as well by this Molotov. Getting tagged by it. Now he's gonna bit of an exchange over towards the wallbang spot at ramp, and Stan comes out on top. And amongst that madness, Ethan pushes up and deals with the other player over here at A. So right now, this site is almost right for the taking. However, Naf is looking to dig Team Liquid out of this hole. He's repositioned to keep an eye on the elevator room with 2 players here. They are more than ready for this peak, and Cirque will shut it down. Twists all alone, back in CT. He knows only where one man is and was not ready for Breezy so close. We are split almost right down the middle, 8-7. Team Liquid narrowly in the lead, but EG are hot on their heels. This second map in this grand final series could go anywhere. Can EG get back on top of things here to take us the distance? Join us after a quick break to find out.
露露的特上红茶啊，特上红茶满满茶味，加上日本顶级和三盆糖，大大提升锡兰茶香，甜而不腻，更有茶味。すごい！御茶园特上红茶，特上奶茶。
It's time for the second half of play here between Team Liquid and the Evil Geniuses. So far, this has been the NAF show. Sloths around the world clapping their hands at the slowest pace possible, but they are getting it done, and ultimately so is Team Liquid and NAF. Now, we look at this series, we see Liquid up 2 maps in this best of 5, which ultimately means they could close it out right here. But certainly Stanislaw and the Evil Geniuses have something to say about it. They do continue to fight. They do find themselves at an 8-7 scoreline there at the end of the half, picking up the last round. And I see myself right here in the studio with Harry and Hugo ready to get back into the action.
Ooh. Yeah, you see those GG bet odds, they're leaning very heavily in favor of EG. I can't
Probably
imagine
not
that they're right.
Yeah.
So,
doesn't sound right.
Doesn't look right. Maybe they're just the wrong way around, or maybe those are wrong entirely. We'll go ahead and get that looked at for you all. However, we're looking at NAF, but on the other side of things for EG, I think you've got to give some respect on Breezy's name. He's 18-10, second in the server, but top for ADR, 139 in comparison to NAF's 123. So Breezy's been a very heavy hitter here in the first half. Is that set to continue in the pistol round? It's messy, it's sloppy, and it's a 3-on-3 because somehow, some way, Team Liquid have been able to keep this even Stevens, and now they extend it even further on the back of a Liege, getting that kill onto Stanislaw. Ethan and Breezy left a man down, 2-on-3. They don't have ramp control. They do have mid control, however, and that is courtesy of Breezy by the looks of things. Ethan gonna start to crawl back in towards short side. And Liquid, they've just gone silent.
I love this.
They're waiting. They know that EG at some point are gonna be tempted to peek this ramp, try and unlock the little treasure trove of information. Are they still there? And Liquid leaving, and has Ethan caught the timing?
What?
No!
ya.
Lige, quick on the trigger, and now this leaves Breezy all alone. Now, we were singing his praises. We were saying how important he's been, and if there ever was a time to show it off, it's in this pistol round in the 1v3. Breezy trying to look over the top of this smoke, but Lige delivers in spades. I don't even know how he saw
I don't think
Breezy.
he
I really hope that we can see. Can we see that from his point of view? Because that looks like it would have been an insane shot. Now, obviously, the one where they're getting up ramp as well is pretty nuts. This one right here.
Yeah,
Well, maybe not that one.
Just all of them, man. He swaps out to the USP. This is the kill on Ethan. Bang. And Lige.
Just a slither.
Anything? Can you see him?
I can't
see him, but Lige certainly can. He's got a feeling deep down below, and Liquid, they might throw EG into that exact same position. 9-7, 2 maps up in a best-of-5 final. Of course, Liquid did get granted a map advantage coming from the upper bracket. They've only played one today. That was Dust 2. Their pick, their win. EG chose Vertigo, and it might be Vertino for the CT side if Liquid can keep this one up. And boy, do they want to do that. They've got rifles in the second round of the half. EG forcing things up, playing a slow one.
Yeah, now, worst case Ontario, it's Liquid that fumble these guns around, lose them over to EG, and then we've got ourselves a spicy one.
Yeah, especially when there's a Krieg in play, right? Giving that over. Pre-nerf Krieg. If Lige gives that one to side of EG, things could get certainly worrying. But Liquid, they're playing methodical, and they're playing grouped. 5 alive at the bottom of the ramp. Nitro covering the flank, and Liquid moving up slowly but surely. They are walking into a full stack, though, so this is going to get dangerous. It's going to get dastardly as trades are in, but the flashes are good for the CT side. Lige bailed out by Nitro. The MAC-10 not even needed here. His twist was fully flashed out with Naf. Breezy, wrong place, wrong time, and 10 for Liquid, almost guaranteed.
Yeah, he's a long way from home, at least in the server. Probably pretty close to home in reality. And Breezy not even going to get given a chance in this one-on-4. If he can get out of it with a weapon, that's pretty good. But yeah, he's not going to go any further than this. He just hides out back at the toilets. A 10th round on the board for Team Liquid here on the map pick of EG. As Liquid look to set some records, getting a best-of-5 done in 2. If they manage to pull this off.
Yeah, what a way to win a BO5, right?
I've seen a couple of people asking why Liquid started this with a map advantage. And the reason is because in EU and NA, the group systems played out differently.
Yeah.
In EU, right, we had 3 groups. We took the best of the best from those groups, compiled them into a second group stage where they then played again. The top one, which was Fnatic, went straight to that grand final without having to play any games. They locked in a slot. That was their reward for finishing first. Second and third place, that was Mouse Sports and Astralis. They then played for that spot in the grand final with Fnatic. Here in NA, however, we went to that second group stage. We have it all go down again, and then they got divided into an upper bracket and a lower bracket. If you won the upper bracket, you went into this grand final with a 1 map advantage.
And that was Liquid beating EG in the upper bracket, right? They knocked them down below. EG recovered by beating the best in Brazil, that being Furia, and then, you know, got a 3rd rematch versus Liquid. Of course, this is, like we said, the 3rd game EG have played against Liquid in this week. 3rd BO3. Oh, I say BO3. This is a BO5, but Liquid could make it a 2-0. Believe it or not. It's around the corner. It's 5 alive. It's 11-7. Liquid get rid of the eco like that. EG coming back in with guns, though. And Cirque on the AWP. That's what we've been waiting to see all game long. 4-12. He has been shut out of this game by Liquid. Same back on Dust 2. He was losing those opening battles. Was 2-8 at the end of things there. And that's so uncharacteristic of Cirque. He has been a tank in this tournament. Right now, going quiet when EG needed most.
Yeah, and us here in the studio at ESL and the folks over at CS Money decided to let you have a say in who is the MVP of the NA region. The choices are between Lige, Naf, Breezy, and Cirque. And you can head on over to the ESL CS Twitter account to vote in that poll as to who you want to take it home. I think Naf is making a very good case for himself right now in this series. Let's see if that continues. Lige, the other man who's up for debate, kickstarting this round with a fast bit of ramp aggression. Does get a bit lost in these smokes, but he's got teammates with him to dig him out of the hole if needed. Now, EG, very heavy mid-presence in this round. That's something to bear in mind. It's Cirque and Tarek here. And for a moment, it looked like they were going to try and push on up into mid. They've decided against that, however. Tarek left here alone, and he does throw a deep smoke into middle. There's always a chance he could give it a go, but he's boosted up here and probably doesn't want to give this position away. Team Liquid still with this bomb down towards ramp. They now start to disengage and fall back into what feels like is going to be a B play. Twist is already set up here. Elige is now joining him with the bomb in tow. And you've even got a man who was in middle, that was Naf, actually falling back to join the rest of the gang down here towards the ramp side.
This is a good read from Liquid, rather, as EG were so heavily set up on A. 4 players in that position. So, you know, the top performer on the other side is on B, so Breezy can certainly put up a bit of a beating here on the defense, and he's calling for rotates already. There's a man here in the form of Tarek. The setup classes are good. Spray is there. Twist knows where to predict. But does he know Tarek is here as well, playing the smoke like a tank? He's going to come in from the backline. Here's a bomb pot. There's a 2-for-1 here, and he's got them both. Keep up the spray, but Naf will send him packing with a follow-up through the smoke. Naf wants to close this out in 2, and now he's got to do it in the 1-on-2. Pistol out. Cirque finds him and keeps this AWP in the hand of EG. That was a must-win round for EG in the CT side. They get their first in the second half.
Yeah, huge performance from Tarek to get that one on the board. An 8th now in for EG. And once again, similar to Dust 2, it's going to be EG trying to claw their way back into this game. Now, they weren't able to do that back on the realms of Dust. But here on CT Vertigo, their map pick, with players starting to come alive, you know, Tarek really finding his footing in this second half, there's always a chance. And only 3 rounds between them and Team Liquid. So let's see if they can get it done. Take us to Nuke. You can see the maps up in the top right, or at least you could if you were fast. You should be paying attention. Once again, this mid boost comes in. Naf is left behind to hold on to middle and deny any of this early aggression. There is a smoke in, and that at least is going to force Naf to reposition here. He's a little bit worried perhaps about players making the run over towards the ladder. Does just go back, status throwing him off.
What?
Don't know how he wins that. The flashbang looked good. He got moved out of position on the back of it, but somehow, some way, he's been able to keep this round even. And a 4-on-4 for EG is right, not necessarily where they want to be, but that was already a huge kill for Stan to get. It looked like he shouldn't have got away with it.
Massive trade from Alicia, not letting Stan, like you said, get away with it. He will get finished off, and the Molotov on the sandbags will clear out further map control for Liquid. They can feel safe on this A site for the time being. Still that double mid setup with Tarek pushed up close alongside the AWP. Tarek's going to begin his rotate back to A, and that is well timed because Liquid are about to execute here. The smokes are down. Ethan getting stuck on them, trying to move them, but you know, very little you can do at this point. They could boost up at the back of the site. Nitro, will he be ready for that fight? They're instead just sitting close behind this utility, and Spam will come through. There it is, Nitro dropping one. The bomb might get blown out of the water. Naf getting killed after he plants. Cirque with the wallbang has kept things even. Elige with the Krieg, though, we know how good he is at finding these tap positions and even spamming the wall to stop EG from pushing into this site. That smoke will cause a lot of problems for Liquid as they need to find a player around it. Defuse can come through. No one's on it just yet. Elige gives away his position. They're going to start to swing on him. They still haven't taken this defuse. Cirque's gone down. They tap him, but it's only a fake. They're going to swing off the back of it. It's Twist to clean it up. Liquid on 12. He's ready on the short side. He saves the AWP, and he saves the day for this T side. EG is at everything they had. The money is going. It's almost gone, and only a few rounds away for Liquid to lock in the grand final position. The victory, rather.
That's a heartbreaking round for EG as well, right? It looked like they had a real chance to get back into the swing of things, and now, you know, the ramifications of losing that round couldn't be more evident. It's onto an eco. And, you know, if you give up 13 to Team Liquid, that's a huge lead conceded. And, you know, you've kind of had no choice in the matter. Only winning 1 round thus far over on the CT side and getting instantly reset on the back of it. Team Liquid continuing to be in pole position here. And it should be about to get even sweeter unless these pistols can do the impossible. And there's a reason we call it impossible, and that's because it's not very likely to happen. Elige makes quick work of the ramp hold, and this leaves Tarek at a 1v5. Now, he's delivered us some great moments throughout the Pro League, but I'm holding my breath on this one.
this rate just hoping for a gun, right? Hoping Liquid give him anything, but they'll only fire bullets his way, and that'll be a quick, clean conversion for Liquid. No eco shenanigans for the evil geniuses. Money is back in, but so is a tactical pause brought by the US Air Force. As EG, they have really one opportunity left in this map and this series to keep things going. If they don't win this rifle round, they're down against 14 on a force or a low economy eco. Neither of those are pretty situations. So this rifle round is everything for EG. We talked about how those T-sides are better for both these rosters on Vertigo. Well, Liquid already went 8-7 up on the CT half. So moving into what is essentially their favored side, well, they're in a great position.
And one man who has just been missing thus far for EG has been Csgo, someone who we've said has felt like a wild card, and he can make all the difference in these games. You know, when he's popping off, if he was just delivering, I would say like the level of which we've seen from him throughout all of Pro League thus far, I think EG still have a lot of stake in this game. And so if Csgo can start to find his footing here, albeit a little bit late in this second map, there is still a chance. And he's given an opportunity here with Nitro down towards ramp. There's smokes down. Nitro, the only man ramp side right now for Team Liquid. The rest of the gang focusing on this mid control.
And Liquid haven't even taken mid, really, in this game. So now EG, they've got to deal with things they've not even, seen so far in this map. Tarek gets pushed back by a set Molotov through the skylights. He's, of course, got utility of his own. That's a great molly bouncing off the back wall to keep Liquid out of this position. Of course, he doesn't know if they've crept through it. The info not there for EG. Tarek goes B. Could they be considering a boost up in the window? There's not been anyone putting pressure on the B stairs, and if that continues, it opens up a world of opportunity for EG. We saw Elige shut down a mid play with that exact boost in the first half. Of course, a man is below B in this round. It's Nitro holding on to those rotations, checking both sides of the coin. Twist is hanging around the stairs as well. So Liquid more than ready for any shenanigans that EG want to bring into this one. They are going to be looking to split this B site, though, through middle. Two players here for EG. Breezy, once again, has to show us what he's made of.
Oh, Stanislaw looking like he might even start to cheat his way over towards this B site now as well and abandon this mid position. Breezy does win the first fight. Tarek there to help alongside him. Twists in with the response. EG, they sit a man up. They still have Tarek inside of the bomb site, and he's still laying down the pain. For NAF, there's just simply not enough time to put these kills on the board. And so EG, they've held on. They've been able to keep a ninth going their way. They keep 4 players alive as well. And so a bit of a sigh of relief here for EG as finally they get around cleanly in the bag. But this can't just be a one and done. They have to find success on the back of it. Csgo continuing with this AWP. I want to see him go for another one of these ramp peaks, because while Team Liquid didn't attempt it in this last round, they certainly could here and now.
Stan's got the AWP. I don't know if that's off spawn, so let's see where he's going with it. Back towards the A side of things, and yeah, he has got the spawn for a fast fight. The smoke is down from Liquid, though, and that denies vision. The flash, even more so. Surely swap this gun back and give Stan an AK. Won't be complaining about that one, but Csgo on the AWP. Again, like you say, needs to make matters worse here for Liquid in this site. Elige creeping, crawling up the top side. Ethan's hiding behind the smoke, but once that fades, he is going to have somewhat of an advantage being above it. Elige inside of it. It's a battle of the fade, and Elige will find the shot. Ethan going down. Stan still hiding. Csgo's been picked up. Elige again with a Krieg, showing us what to do and how to do it. Stan has to control the spray, and well, it's a nice try. Elige is just ready for it. He predicts the position, and he finishes off the job. 4 on 2 here for Liquid. Missed flash from Elige, but really at this point, it doesn't matter. EG are hoping for a hero. Will that man be Tarek? No.
We get our answer very, very quickly. The hero has to be Breezy, and in a 1v4, wrapping in through mid, he doesn't even have the element of surprise, because if we look at Stewie over at top ramp, he is holding this angle with the AWP. Actually just begins to move away. It's only to reposition, to change position down here towards ramp. And yeah, it's not happening for Breezy in this round. He's just going to try and hold down here at the bottom of ramp. This is 14 on the board for Liquid, and a 4K from Elige to get us there.
Yeah. Bomb's going to kill him here, so he will have to leave eventually. The rest of Liquid could hide at the top of the ramp, and I think that's what he's waiting for. He might peek late and kill a player on the shelf. That would be a nice play for Breezy, but they're definitely going to be holding it if he goes for it. You can see the time is ticking. Breezy got to bite the bullet, got to go for it here and now. He's going to go down with the bomb at this rate, and he doesn't even get a kill. So, bit of a weird one. Definitely could have gone out earlier, taken a shot, and even fallen back if he didn't like what he had there. But yeah, he just goes down to the bomb. It seems like things are falling apart right now for EG, and Liquid have all the answers required. Elige is just absolutely storming. It's him and Naf, man. It's a battle of MVPs, and right now I couldn't myself pick a victor.
Yeah, 50 kills between the two of them.
Wow.
And on the rest of EG, there is what? 32. Sorry, on the rest of Team Liquid, there's 32 kills. 50 for Naf and Elige.
It's pretty sick.
My word. And now a US Air Force tactical timeout for EG. This is where Zeus has got to be chiming in, helping out the gang, helping Stanislaw to come up with a game-winning formula, because if they don't, Team Liquid will be running away with this grand final victory under their belt in just 2 maps of play. Team Liquid, man, they always look at the timings to complete these feats, and they just play around with it. They did it back with the Intel Grand Slam, and now they're doing it with a best of 5 as they attempt to get it done in 2, obviously already having that 1 map advantage into this series.
Yeah, unparalleled scenes, the 2-0 BO5. You love to see it for Liquid, but will they make that dream a reality here? Ethan's pushed down the ramp side. Liquid are holding for this. Deep smoke from EG. Stewie got a lot done from this position in the first half. Some big flanks, but Nitro, does he read this one? He's looking towards the smoke. The Molotov's going to hold him back. He's delaying his own molly to throw potentially into this cubby corner, bouncing it off the back wall. It's one that Liquid like to do. Instead, it's just going to be flashbang. Jump is certainly heard. Not sure if purpose or not, but won't really hold Liquid back. Yeah, they just grenade the position. You can see how the red might actually just reconsider standing in this spot. Going to fall back to just under the bar. He's got support from a short side player that can bait these players in, and Ethan should be able to get away with kills here. The question is, do they time things well? Stan and Ethan, the hold for the series.
Can they rise to the occasion? I mean, this is the question. This is going to have the outcome in the bag. Stanislaw does cut down the first Nitro trades, and now we look to Ethan to be our bastion of hope, to be the man to get the job done.
No.
But Twists is ready, and Ethan almost gets away with it too. If it wasn't for that meddling Twist down towards the bottom of ramp, Breezy and Tarek 2-on-4 to deny match, series, championship point the way of Liquid, and no kills are coming in. Once again, it all falls onto a familiar face. Breezy dinked on down on his initial peek into the site, and all he can do, surely, is look to hold on to this Famison armor, which is just devastating. He'll tuck himself in again. And Team Liquid, man, they reach 15. They keep 4 players alive. They're not even breaking a sweat yet. It still feels like they've even got more to show us on this T side if needed. And they haven't needed to yet.
Yeah, only 2 rounds here for the Evil Geniuses on this side. This is not going to be another one of them. 15 for Team Liquid. They are on the precipice of success, of victory here, taking a title, the ESL Pro League Season 11 North American region. They've heard some losses along the way, but they are now right at the end of the road and almost ready to pop off.
One round away, Liquid, they are looking to do the damage, looking to do the dirty, and EG might not have anything to say about it. The buy is weak. It is not what you want against tournament point. 3 Famises and 2 pistols. EG, desperation here on the CT side of Vertigo. It may have been their map pick, but Liquid, well, they will steal it right from underneath them. Elige getting flashed into middle, and he won't even get the kill. Naf's going to steal it away. Hungry, running and gunning for this MVP. Elige needs to check close, and he will. Only a dink out for Cirque. It's not going to be enough. It might just be done.
Yeah, what a statement from Liquid if they're able to get it over the line, and it certainly looks like it. Stanislaw is the last man remaining. All that stands between Liquid and winning this season of the Pro League. Team Liquid, they get the best of 5 done in 2 as they take this one. Team Liquid, your champions for the ESL Pro League Season 11 in NA.
Brought to you here. Liquid really putting them to the test. Really getting it done here at the end of the day. Well, it's EG that come out the lesser. They'll have to come back stronger for the time being. Team Liquid are your ESL Pro League Season 11 North American champions. We'll walk away